Hi, I thought it might be good to have a look at the week 4 assignment in a little bit more detail again. So this is it on the screen now. Let me just make it a bit bigger. Right, so the aim is to take the Zen Garden index.html and style.css files and just changing the CSS file, move things around. And so I've taken that the files out of my repository and I've put them on my local machine, and this is the file on my local machine, and it renders quite nicely just like the screenshot has. What I've done is I've loaded up everything in this is Visual Studio Code. Just make it a bit bigger so maybe you can read it as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look at the page. Now there's two ways you can do this assignment. One way to do the assignment is to tinker with the CSS file, the style.css file. For example, one thing we have to do is to make it go into dark mode. And one thing you should notice is this background setting on the body is white, right? That FFF, hashtag FFF, and the nice thing about Visual Studio Code is it gives you these hints about colors, which makes life a little easier, right? So FFF is a shorthand for white. It's a 3-digit hexadecimal number, and the first digit is the red component, the second digit is the green component, and the third digit is the blue component. The red, green and blue are the primary colors for additive colors, like light and most screens, that sort of thing. So the first thing we could do is just change that to black, right? And now if I go and refresh the page, you'll notice a lot of it has gone black. Not all of it. So the next thing we could do is maybe remove these images from some of the background, right? And I'm not going to continue to do that. I'm just saying this is the way it's done. And if we look closely here, here's one of those images put into the background. And if I just remove that and refresh the page, we should see that those blossoms down the bottom disappear. Okay, that's one way to do it. Another way would be to, let me just go back here and let's just undo everything I've just done. Right, and see if that refreshes. No, I've got something still awry. Where's the awry bit? Let's just do this. No. I'm just copying the full text, and we can go back here, and there it is back to its original. Right, so the other way you could do this is to go the nuke it from orbit approach. And the reason I say that is you could just go into that style.css and at least the starting, just call it something completely different. Right, so now when I reload this, what you should see is a completely, not blank, but a completely vanilla web page. There's no CSS styling at all, absolutely nothing. And now you can start building it up again, right? So you could say, go back here again, right, and we'll do a new file, and we'll call the new file style.css, right? And maybe we just want to say that the body is in the background is let's just go with black, right? And the nice thing about Visual Studio Code is you get some hints as you do that. Okay, and now let's see what happens. Oh, well, that sort of worked. It's now in dark mode, but I can't read anything. Okay, so we need to maybe change the text color to something useful, right? So I don't know if we can, there's a text color, or maybe it's just color, right? And we can go with antique white. Let's see if that lets us now read the page. Okay, so that's let us read the page. Now we can do the justification, right? So at the moment it's all left justified. So why don't we do so it's called text. Is it called text? Oh no, we've got to do the P selector, right? Text align, and we'll go center. And there's the text align center. Right, and let's see what that does. Oh, it sort of did it. It sort of did it. It didn't center align any of my headings, but we can probably fix that pretty easily. It didn't center align any of this either. Right, so let's see if we can fix that quickly. Right, let's just go with H1, H2, H3. See if that fixes anything, any of our pictures, any of our headings. Oops, I did my selectors wrong. I need to do my selectors right. Let's do my selectors right. I think I need to separate them with commas to actually make that work. So there we go. Right, and now we've got our headings centered as well. Still haven't got these guys, but they're, I think, a different item. I think they're LI, but I could be wrong. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, there we go. Now we've still got these dots. That's a little ugly. But now it's not too bad. Anyway, that's two approaches to doing the assignment. One of them, tinkering at the edges and getting there, and that's a valid approach. It keeps some of the nice design that's already there. And the other way is the way I've just shown you, which is the what I call the nuke it from orbit approach. You get rid of everything that was there and you just build it up again to make it the way the assignment is asking for. See how you go, and let me know if you need any more help with this one. I'll try and do a video for the Super U assignment as well.